Hello class, good morning. How are you feeling? How are you doing today? This is Mr. Anderson and today we are going to be working with irregular verbs in simple past. Last week we talked about simple past or past simple but using regular verbs. What are verbs? Verbs are simply actions that people, objects, or animals do. There are two types of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. When I say two types of verbs, I mean the spelling of the verb, because there are more than two types of verbs in English, but we are going to be focusing on the spelling of regular and irregular verbs and simple past. Regular verbs are called regular because they don't change the spelling. For example, let's take a look. Play in present is played in past. It's regular because it only adds an ed at the end of the verb. Danced, regular, an ed at the end. Jump, cry, study. They are regular because they end in ed and they don't change too much, and we know them. When we see a regular verb in a sentence, we know that it's regular because of the ed at the end. On the other hand, we have irregular verbs that are those verbs that change their spelling when we write them. Okay, let's take a look. Sing becomes sang, take, took, see, saw, buy, bought, bring, brought. As you can see, they change completely the way you write them and the way you say them. Sing, sang, completely different. It's not with ed. We don't use ed at the end of these irregular verbs at the end. When do we know that a verb is regular or irregular? There is no way to know them rather than learning them. You have to memorize them if you want to know when to write a regular and irregular verb. You have to learn a list of this kind of verbs. Okay, regular verbs. As you can see, play, dance, jump, cry. Irregular verbs, sing, take, see, buy, bring. They are called irregular verbs because they change the spelling. Remember this. The rules to make sentences with them in simple past are the same. Remember, they don't have ed at the end of verbs. Affirmative. Subject, verb, and complement, as always as you do it. Sebastian sang a song last night. We bought the PS4 Pro last year. Alessandra went to New York this year. As you can see, this is affirmative way and the verb is an irregular verb in all the sentences. Bought, sang, and went. In negative is the same. Subject, didn't, verb in present, and complement. The same examples that affirmative. Sebastian didn't sing a song last night. We didn't buy the PS4 Pro last year. Alessandra didn't go to New York this year. Remember that when we write a negative sentence in simple past, we put the word didn't and the verb in present. For the questions, it's just the same. Did plus subject plus verb in present plus the complement. Alright, practice makes perfect. Let's talk about these verbs on WhatsApp. I'll be waiting for you. We will make some exercises.